Alright, subscribe, swipe up, swipe up. Alright, hey, here we go. So, yesterday we went log form to exponential, exponential to log. Today we're going to solve log functions. So, if you are ever given something in exponential form, and it tells you to solve, there's a 99.9% chance you need to switch it to log form to solve it. So it's given you an exponential form, convert to log form to solve it. Right? We're going to round to 2 decimal places for these answers. So, our first problem, 4 to the x equals 80. We want to solve this. It's given to us in exponential form. Switch it to log form. Becomes log base 4 of 80 equals x. Right? We don't know what 4 to what power equals 80. We don't know that. But if I switch it to log form, I know I can punch this right into my calculator. Log base 4 of 80. So punch in your calculator if you have the older calculator. Remember, you got to do change of base. Log of 80 over log of 4. If you have an older calculator, you have to do the change of base. Otherwise, just plug it in your calculator. Log base 4 of 80 should get us what?
3.16. Beautiful calculation.
Rounded to decimal.
Does that make sense? Shh, guys. The second one, 2 to the x plus 3 power equals 256. Switch it to log form. Log base 2 of 256 equals x plus 3. What should I do?
Subtract 3.
Not going to subtract 3 yet.
Figure out what log is.
Put your log in your calculator. If you subtract 3 from both sides, and you take log base 2 of 253, it's not going to work out. Not going to be good. So find your log first. What is log base 2 of 256?
8.
So 8 equals x plus 3.
Oh, now you subtract.
And now we can subtract.
X equals 5.
X equals 5.
We get x equals 5. Alright, last one like this. 6 to the 2x power equals 216. Switch to log form. Log base 6 of 216 equals 2x. Right? Switch it to your log form. Base of my exponent becomes base of my log. What my exponential equals is what I'm going to take the log of. And my exponent becomes what my log equals. So, plug in log base 6 of 216 in your calculator. You should get 3 equal to 2x. And then how do I solve for x? Divide by 2.
Ooh, I know the answer.
You get x is 3/2, or you put 1.5. Alright, same thing for the other way. If it's given to us in log form, and we want to solve it, we're probably going to have to change it to an exponential form to solve it. Right? If we're given in log form, change it to exponential form to solve. So if you look at our first one, log base x of 125 equals 3. I'm going to change this into log form. Excuse me, exponential form. Base of my log becomes base of my exponent. What my exponent equals, what my log equals becomes my exponent. Excuse me. And what I'm taking the log of is what my exponential equals. So I get x to the third equals 125. How do I solve that?
X equals 5. Cube root.
Take the cube root. Take the third root of both sides. Take the third root, we get x equals 5. Good. Does that make sense?
Yes.
We have to change forms, and then we can solve. Log base x of 81 equals 4. X to the 4th power equals 81. To solve it, I need to do the what? How do I solve that one?
X
Squared.
Not the square root,
Fourth root.
the 4th root. Be really careful, square root means 2. The 4th root of 81 to both sides. You should get x equals 3. Oh, whoa, last one.
Yo.
Log base 8 of 5 equals log base 8 of x. Yeah, you can't answer.
What?
You were in here last hour, you can't answer.
I got
Why?
this,
Why does x equal 5? If you actually do the problem, we get
Cross
here.
out the log.
Oh.
Because they have to equal each other, so.
It has to equal each other, right? If I have the same bases, log base 8, and I know they equal each other, what I'm taking the log of has to be equal. So 5 is going to have to equal x. If I have the same bases, this part also has to be the same if they're equal to each other. So 5 equals x. Good. Very good. Any questions on that?
No.
Okay.
Nada.
Keep rolling. Alright, solving equations that have logs in them. If we're to solve an equation that has a log in it, first step, isolate the logarithmic expression, aka isolate the log. Get it by itself. Step 2, change it to exponential form. Right? We just did that in the last part. If we want to solve something in log form, we change it to exponential. Right? So isolate the log, change it to exponential, then solve for your variable. 3 easy steps. Do we all fill in our blanks?
Yes.
We're good to go? Alright, first one. 3 times log of x plus 4 equals 6. First step, isolate the log. Get it by itself. What do I need to do?
Divide by 3.
Divide by 3, right? I have 3 times this log. So divide by 3 on both sides. I get log x plus 4 equals 2. Is there anything else I need to do to isolate this? We are not going to subtract 4. Why are we not subtracting 4?
It's like a log exponential.
Because what?
Oh, exponential form. You gotta put in.
Okay, but hold on. Why are we not subtracting 4 to isolate my log?
Look, you guys.
It's part of my log, right? I'm taking the log of x plus 4. It's in the parentheses. So I can't subtract it away. It doesn't just leave. Alright? So it is isolated. So I need to switch to exponential form. But I don't have a base.
Ooh.
It's 10, right? We said that is the what?
The common.
Common logarithm. If it doesn't have a base, it is a base of 10. So I can switch it to exponential form. 10 squared equals x plus 4. Hey, you guys think you can solve that?
It's pretty difficult.
I hope so. Right? 10 squared will give us 100 equals x plus 4 minus 4 on both sides. 96 equals x.
That was a tough one.
Hey, do you think you could check these at all?
Probably not.
Probably. Oh, how could you maybe check them? Plug it in, right? Plug 96 in. Now, you don't have to. I'm not telling you have to, but it might be a good idea. Example 2, log base 5 of x plus 1 equals 2. First step, isolate my log function, my log expression. What do I do to isolate it?
It's already isolated.
It's already isolated, right? It's already by itself. Step 2 then, switch it to exponential form. 5 squared equals x plus 1. Base of my log becomes the base of my exponent. What my log equals becomes my exponent. What I'm taking the log of is what my exponential should equal. 25 equals x plus 1. Subtract 1.
That was good.
Awesome. Any questions on that? Alright, flip the page over. We have more problems to do.
Yay.
The next 3 are for you to do by yourself. 1, 2, 3. Next 3. Go ahead, do them. Do those next 3.
He did. He edited the first one. These, why would he?
It's like so bad. It's like you just stay back and just do that. It's so weird.
What it do, baby?
He
Yeah, really.
My name's Henry.
Sorry, Henry. I don't care.
I see some conversation. I literally
Someone make sure.
entire.
How's your water?
Good.
That's great.
Why?
Just asking how the H2O.
What's so funny?
You getting
Or hydrogen to
Hey, go to the first one.
Okay.
I don't understand.
Ooh, you put your blood.
That's why
Can I
I'm
do
fine
the
with
second one?
Yes, you can second.
Can I choose who does the third one?
No.
Marissa.
Oh, too bad I said no.
I didn't hear it.
Wait, you can pick who does the third one.
Jared.
What?
You can pick who does the third one.
No, I don't know.
What?
Why wouldn't you want to? I don't like that.
Pick a random number then.
7.
7.
Actually, no, 2.
Do her first one. That was her. Go ahead.
What number?
2.
Please be Jared. Please be
It
Jared.
is Jared, but he is already doing one.
Yes.
So Mr. Fields,
Oh, thank God.
you're into the last one. Why would you pick yellow?
Why not?
I can't read it and I need it.
Oops, sorry, Spark.
Hey, we don't have all day here, Spark. You just told me not to do it.
Right.
I know, we don't have all day, so pick a different color.
This one.
Okay.
No, I was.
Well, you can't do it now.
Well, it's the people that dies.
She's just in color.
Oh, that's all you have to do.
Everyone except for like 3 of them made it.
I did right here, look at my hair.
Whoa, hey, let's go. Keep going. Keep going.
Side by side, and I was like, oh my god,
That's equal.
Oh, that's just.
I literally twin battle. I'm gonna have
Good, put it down.
There's twins.
Don't do it.
Just listen to me. Say put it down.
Oh,
My dad.
yes, thank God.
She
She copied my color.
Good job, Jared.
blue looks better anyway.
You always use it.
Oh my god.
You literally have it on the solving with log function.
You know that.
It's literally the same color.
There you go. It's literally the same color.
Is it
Sit down. Sit down. Nope, back there. Here's Steve. Alright, hey guys, listen up. Did you all get those answers, those 3 answers? Did we all get them correct? Do we have any questions on them? No. Not even the last one?
No, that was the easiest one.
Okay, keep going.
Yes.
Christine, do you have a question?
Oh no, I was wondering how Jared wrote 5, like, is John Hancock.
He's a psychopath, I don't know.
When you get there, we'll be able to see.
Alright, log base 8 of 9x minus 5 equals log base 8 of 3x plus 49.
I'm suing this school.
Who said
Actually,
that?
just you.
We have it on video.
Yeah.
Oh. Evidence.
I'll edit it.
Like you know how to.
Log base 8 of 9x minus 5 equals log base 8 of 3x plus 49. What do I do?
Cancel the logs.
You can't just cancel the logs.
Well, we can.
Wait, what
Relax.
Make it like
They
that.
were too loud.
Well, we were.
Hey,
no, that was.
guys, you can't, it's not just canceling the logs,
You gotta.
right? We can drop them because
Yeah, drop them with your fist.
log base 8 are the same, which means what I am taking the logs of needs to be equal. So I can do 9x minus 5 equals 3x plus 49. We're not getting rid of the logs, we're just solving without them. Alright? So, minus 3x, we get 6x minus 5 equals 49. Add 5. 6x equals 54.
X equals 9. Thank you.
Divide by 6,
spoiling
divide
it.
by 6. X equals 9.
Jared, stop spoiling the answer.
Guys, relax.
Crazy class today.
Yeah. It'd be a real shame if we don't get any work time.
Oh, not really. This is a worth it class.
It'd be a real shame.
That'd be a real shame. I would cry.
Alright, Pomeroy.
Yeah.
That last problem up there, what's my first step gonna be?
Divide by 4.
Hey, Mr. Pomeroy should be the only one talking right now.
Divide both sides by 4 to get log on.
Divide both sides by 4 to isolate my log. Log base 2 of x plus 5 equals 5. Christina, what should I do next?
do like, yeah, do the thing. Do the exponent, I don't know what it's called. But like put the 2 down and then the 5
Perfect.
squared.
Switch it to exponential form. Yes, very good. Right, our log is isolated, switch to exponential form. 2 to the 5th equals x plus 5. Well, 2 to the 5th is
32.
What they said.
32 equals x plus 5 minus 5 to solve for x.
27.
Close that first.
Sweet. We got 2 problems left.
What?
Any questions?
Think about furries, okay?
All right. You buy a new computer for $2,100. It decreases by 50% annually. When will it have a value of $600? Whoa, hold on a second.
Wait.
This is what we did last unit. This is what we did last unit.
My mom, please let us
We
grab.
don't need to grab it anymore. Guys, hey,
This last unit.
I don't remember any of this.
the extra talking we don't need. All right, so yes, it is the same type of problem we did last unit, where we're going to have a variable that's an exponent, except we no longer need to use our calculators to solve it. All right, if I set this up, it is a decay problem, right? It decreases. My initial amount is 2,100. My rate is 0.5. My time is my variable, and what I want it to equal is 600. So if I set up that equation that we used last unit, 600 equals 2,100 times 1 minus 0.5 to the x power. Right, that's my decay rate formula. Y equals A times 1 minus R to the x power, or to the t power. And I can solve this now by hand. The problem is, I can't just switch it to log form. Right? It's an exponent right now. But just like we had to isolate our log, we need to isolate our exponential expression here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to divide by 2,100. And we are absolutely not going to round this.
Absolutely not.
So we are going to leave it as a fraction. Now, does it have to be reduced all the way down for this problem? No, you could, but I'm just going to get rid of the 2 zeros here. Right? So I'm going to get 6 over 21 equals 0.5 to the x power. Right? 1 minus 0.5 is 0.5. I just did that. 1 minus 0.5. Okay?
Good job.
Does that make sense? How we set this up? Okay. Do I have my exponential expression by itself?
Yes.
Yes. Can I now switch it to a log so I can solve it? I can. So let's do that. Log 0.5 of 6 over 21 equals x. Look at, and that's a nice little log I can punch right into my calculator. If you have the older calculator, like I said, you got to change your base. Log of 6 over 21 over log of 0.5. Hey, round to the nearest tenth.
I got you.
I got you. It's 1.
Shh, do not shout it out.
My bad.
I got it. I haven't answered my.
Oh, I did 6 over 12.
Haley, do you have an answer?
Yeah,
What'd you get?
1.8 years.
1.8 years. Good.
I didn't get my answer in for today.
Sweet. Flip the next page, try the next one. Last one for the day, try it.
Now you
On your own.
Oh my god.
Yeah, why don't you do it on your own, baby? Why don't you do it on your own?
Now you try on your own.
On your own.
The population
Ooh, we're in
is increasing the rate by 3.1.
Let's go. Try the problem. Less talking, more working.
Disgusting. But also like, never like after he so much worse than I would expect.
Do you have any questions?
if you have any questions.
Actually,
Okay.
Hey guys, our recess and deadline, by the way, is the 21st. It's a Monday. Right? Like I said, I won't be here next Wednesday, Thursday, so I gave you that extra day coming back.
Why?
I'll be in DC
Why?
with the 8th graders.
Why?
Because people like me, want me to go on the trips.
Why?
Because I'm a great person.
Why?
Because I'm not a turd like some of you.
Why? Hey, that's not appropriate.
That's me. The video just got well more likes.
Good?
I'm gonna watch this video like it.
Yeah, when will this video be uploaded?
11:59.
Don't worry about it. It'll be uploaded by the end of the day.
I would like to review this.
Maybe next week. Shh. Alright, hey, did anyone do it that wants to put it up here?
Oh, I'm done.
No one?
I would.
So put it up.
Oh, but she heard her.
Oh, darn.
I'm done.
Hey, we'll just start a tally so you can just do them all when you get healthy again.
Oh yeah, should we do like a whole?
I've done
Does that count
so
as-
many more things at the board than like the entire class.
Hey, does that count as just a new leg?
First, stop happening.
Can I just put the answer?
No. Alright, so let's go through it then. Population monotomy falls increase at the rate of 1.3% per year. So my rate should be 0.013. Current population, 32,500. How many years will it take to reach 35,000?
5.7.
Guys. So, what type of formula am I using here? What type of formula am I using here?
The thing we
The
use.
log.
The log. What he said.
You can't put it in the log right away.
So why do you
Exponential form.
Exponential growth. Thank you, the growth. We're not using decay, we're not using compound interest.
Come on, guys.
So 35,000 equals 32,500 times 1 plus. Guys, quit talking. Thank you. So, next thing we do, get that exponential expression by itself.
It's a notepad.
Divide by 32,500 on both sides. If I reduce that down to a fraction, hey, guys, everybody put 35,000 divided by 32,500 calculator right now. Do it. 35,000 divided by 32,500, hit enter. You get a really ugly decimal, right? Hey, shh. Quit yelling. Instead of just trying to figure out how to reduce it yourself, if you hit math and then fraction and enter, it gives you the reduced fraction for that. So you don't have to even look at it. Alright? You can use that, or you can use whatever other fraction you want. I think it's 14 over 13 equals 1.013 to the x power.
And Mr. E, who must have known.
Then switch it to log form. I don't know what you're doing. Looks pretty good to me.
That's why they have
Log 1.013,
And watch the video.
14 over 13 equals x. Plug in your calculator.
Ooh, I got it.
Julie, did you do it? You did it yet? No?
I got it.
What'd you get? Approximately 5.7 years. Alright,
Are we done?
we are done.